We're going to come right back from first half action. We're at halftime here in the JV game. It's the Pope John Lions trailing the Morris Knolls Golden Eagles 4-2. Hello, everyone. Mike Formersano here, calling today's game. We're at the half, and I would think second half action is going to start up extremely soon. In fact, Morris Knolls already coming out of their huddle, heading back to the field. Pope John is still in the huddle, but I would expect them to do the same in just a minute. In fact, the referee's already walking back onto the field, so I bet you we start up second half action really quick. Andrew Gallant with the first 2 goals for Pope John of this contest, but Morris Knolls holds a 4-2 lead. Tomorrow on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube, 5 p.m., the girls lacrosse team, the Pope John Lady Lions, who are 10-7 on the season, 6-1 in the Colonial Red, led by head coach Rob Zawicki, and they will be taking on Immaculata for their home finale. 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Saturday at 11 a.m. we'll be at the softball field here at Pope John, as we will meet up with the Hunterdon Warren Sussex champion softball Lady Lions, as they defeated Hunterdon Central in the HWS final on Monday, 3-1. And so congratulations to them. And senior night, or senior morning basically, as they will celebrate the 3 seniors on their squad, Remy Joustra and Amber Little and Grace Bobby. So that is on Saturday, 11 a.m. They'll take on Immaculata as well. And then Tuesday next week, softball first round tournament action for the state tournament should be starting, but I think there's a very good possibility Pope John will get a bye. So if that's the case, girls lacrosse has a game scheduled against, I think, Passaic Tech or Passaic Valley. And if that's the case, we'll be there for that on Tuesday next week. Wednesday, tournament action for boys and girls lacrosse and baseball. There may be some buys involved. We'll try and schedule it out from there and figure it out. Boys baseball doesn't get a bye in the first round and have to play, then we'll be there for that. I think the lacrosse teams are going to get buys in the first round, so we'll wait and see. Thursday, second round action softball, and we'll wait and see if Pope John gets a double bye or not. It really depends on what the brackets are going to be, which are supposed to come out tomorrow. Here's Andrew Gallant now. The Lions moving right to left on your screen in blue jerseys with gold numbers. Pope John across the front in gold, and the golden domes, the golden helmets. Andrew Gallant with it. Pass over to Vic Fiore on the left. Morris Knolls in the white jerseys with green and gold trim, green helmets. They're going left to right. Third quarter here. 9 minutes to go. Just underway. It's 4-2 Morris Knolls. Wyatt. He'll move over to the left. Trying to race around past 16 and 26. Pass to Perella. Now to Wyatt. Wyatt looking for a bounce shot or a jump shot. He changes his mind. Here's Fiore. Vic Fiore with it now. Rain continuing to come down here at Pope John High School. Surprised it hasn't switched over to sleet. It is getting extremely cold out here. I know, I'm complaining. I don't care. I have the right to complain. All right, here's Andrew Jessamari. It's knocked out of his cross. Number 32 with it. Goes over to Fiore. I mean, we're going to stay with the whole game no matter what. They could play until 10 o'clock tonight. I'd be here. Fiore with the shot. Saved by Jack Gordon. Maybe not 10. I mean, listen, the Knicks are playing, so I got to get home for that. New York Knicks in the NBA Conference Finals against the Indiana Pacers tonight. Oh, Aiden DiLavo tried to knock that loose of Gordon, and it actually bounces over to Jacob Post. Post up the field to Justin Perella, just out of his reach. Number 16 is going to take it away from Morris Knolls. Pass back to the goalkeeper, but we have a whistle stopping play. So state tournament action abounds next week. And we've got another week or two of Pope John athletics here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube until the fall. But we are going to have different things that pop up on the channel. Different highlight packages and year in reviews for everybody. I'm going to try and put some highlights together from all the different teams we covered this year. And then, come August, we got football scrimmages and boys and girls soccer starting up. Before school even starts, I believe they all go into their seasons. And I can tell you right now, as Wyatt takes a shot and a save by Jack Gordon, it goes out of bounds. D'Alivo chases it down. August 30th is the beginning of the varsity football schedule. The shot, score! Justin Perella beats Jack Gordon. The pass from Aiden D'Alivo to Perella, and Justin gets the Lions to within 1 goal. He scores approximate goal to make it 4-3 Morris Knolls over Pope John. The goal comes with 6:20 remaining in the third quarter. Justin Perella from Aiden D'Alivo, and it's 4-3 Morris Knolls. As I was saying, varsity schedule starts right here at Pope John High School Saturday, August 30th, as there'll be a rematch of the state final last year between Pope John and DePaul Catholic. DePaul Catholic winning the state final, but it's a brand new year, so we'll have that for you. The Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. We're going to start up the varsity football schedule this season, so we're honored to do that. We're working very closely with Coach Tom Gast, trying to improve the video, and we'll get everything ready so that we will have those games for you. Starting next year, we are absolutely honored to be able to go ahead and bring to you Pope John varsity football. And we'll be doing all the other levels too, JV and freshman, as well as junior Lions. Shot comes in, Gordon makes the save. So we're going to be busy, but I like it that way. And then we're going to also add boys and girls soccer to the schedule too. So before the school year starts, boys and girls soccer are going to have games too. So Jacob Post coming in, this shot, way wide right. Popped out of his cross as he was looking to shoot. 4-3, Morris Knolls leads with just under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The goal is basically to get this channel to the point where we have coverage of every single sport. Wrestling, golf and tennis, volleyball, you name it, anybody. Swimming, track. Some we really can't call play-by-play for because the sport doesn't lend itself to do that. But we can have reporters and people who are covering it. And that's the hope eventually that in the next couple of years we'll be able to build this channel up to that. So a lot to do, and the growth we're looking for is going to be big here. We really do believe here at Pope John that the students are worth it. And every student, every scholar athlete deserves the attention that we can provide to them. We're happy to do so. So that's my philosophy. Ball picked up by number 26 from Morris Knolls. Yeah, I'd like to see more high schools around the country or around New Jersey do this. I think the technology's finally there. Here's the shot, number 27. It just goes wide. Goal change, too, in net, as this was the first shot by Morris Knolls here in this third quarter. The new goalie in for Pope John, number 31, Michael Formasano. So Formasano taking over for Houle in this third quarter. And now Morris Knolls finally with the first time in the third quarter down on this side of the field. Here's number 18. 18 racing in, looking to get a shot off. No lanes open, so he has to take it around behind the cage. Formasano guarding the left post. There's the shot. Saved by Formasano. Off the shot by number 25. Nice save by the freshman netminder. And he'll pass it out to Jacob Post. Now to pass over to Clifford. That was a rocket of a shot by number 25, and Formasano making the nice save there. And here's number 19 for Morris Knolls. So the Lions stayed within one there. Chance to come back in this contest. 2:40 to go, third quarter. Number 19 racing up the middle of the field. The pass down to 27. Stolen away by Jacob Post. And Post will launch it down the field to Andrew Gallant. Gallant with 2 goals. Justin Perella with 1. Aiden D'Alivo trying to come in. D'Alivo has it. He'll pass it back over to Evan Wyatt. 4-3 Morris Knolls as we really focus in now this last 12 minutes of this contest. Pope John right there looking to lock down a final home victory this year. This is the Pope John JV Lacrosse team. Evan Wyatt, the pass down to Connor Clifford. Clifford Back to Fiore. Vic Fiore will take it to the right side. Now over to Hayden Marshall. Marshall. Pass to Gallant. Back to Marshall. Marshall. It's knocked out of his cross. Number 16 got a piece of that. Now number 18 racing up the field on the right side. 18 has got his counterpoint, number 18, Evan Wyatt on him. 32 with it now in the middle of the field. 32 has a goal today. He'll take it back, and the Morris Knolls offense will set up. Pass to number 27. You can hear Formersano barking out orders to his defense. 27 on the far side, on the left, looking to break in. Can't get around Jessa Maria. Tight defense by Andrew. Now 27 over to 3. 3 with the shot, goes wide left. Number 32 racing over. You got Vic Fiore behind the cage along with Jessa Maria trying to swipe it loose. 50 seconds to go in the third. Now it's loose, comes over to Formersano, and he stops it right in the crease area. So Formersano with the pass over to Fiore now. Here's Vic Fiore. Over the midfield stripe. Fiore looking to come in. Pass to Wyatt. Evan to Wyatt. Wyatt with the shot. Saved by Gordon. Jack Gordon with the save for Morris Knolls. Now to pass up to 13. 13 with 15 seconds to go. In front to 27, the shot. Score. A bounce shot. Back into the net. Beats Formersano, and the Morris Knolls Golden Eagles go up 5-3. And there is the buzzer for the end of the third quarter. So Morris Knolls with a late goal to go back up by 2. And we will take a break. We're 3 quarters down here at Pope John High School. Morris Knolls leads Pope John 5-3. We'll be back right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube.
I saw my boy. We're done.
Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. And if you're still with us here at Pope John High School, I give you tons of credit. The rain is continuing to come down, and the weather conditions sloppy and very cold. But obviously, if you have a son on one of the 2 teams, you're going to stick around and watch, or at least get a glimpse of what they're doing. But if you're not, and you're home, or you're in the car and you're watching us, we are here for fourth quarter action as the Pope John Lions trail the Morris Knolls Golden Knights 5-3. Mike Formersano with you, calling today's game. Thank you so much for joining us. The Golden Eagles looking to close out the Lions, but we've got 1 more quarter to go. This is the JV game between Pope John and Morris Knolls. If you were around for the varsity, it was Pope John winning 9-3 and finishing out the home schedule perfect and winning the Waterman division of the NJILL with a 7-0 record, 1 game ahead of Scotch Plains Fanwood, who was 6-1. The Lions going to 16-1 overall on their record. Here's number 18 coming in for Morris Knolls. On the left side, he's got Connor Clifford guarding him. Coach McGovern staying with Formersano and net here for the fourth quarter. Here's number 29 for Morris Knolls. Pass over to 27. 27 on the left side. Races around the goal. He's got Amir Young on him. Young with good defense. Ball's loose on the right. Zach Cash tried to poke it away from number 3. Three up top. Look at the pass. Tight defense by Pope John. Really tight. Man-to-man defense, and I'll tell you, the defenders draped all over the Morris Knolls offensive players. It's number 29 now with it. Fiore guarding. 8:51 to go, fourth quarter. 5-3, Morris Knolls leads. Golden Eagles looking to get up by 6-3 as they're on offense right now. Pass down low. It slides past the left post and goes towards the near corner. Number 25 trying to save it for Morris Knolls, and he does. 25 with the pass to 3. Guarded by Cashed. 3. Back to the center of the field. Knocked loose. Picks it back up. Now the pass over to 25. 25 with Johnny Pippa on him. Pass over to number, I think it's 29. Yeah, 29. Number's a different color. It's a golden color. Instead of, anytime you get light on the colors. Fiore with the steal. Vic Fiore now has it, but the ball knocks out of his cross. Player knocked down for Morris Knolls on the turf. Scrum for it. Morris Knolls pushes it forward, and it's going to bounce to Formisano, and he picks it up. Formisano will launch it down the field, right to Zach Cashed. Cashed halfway across the field now to Fiore. Fiore down to Perella. Stolen away by 16 from Morris Knolls, and over to their new goalkeeper, number 28. So the goalie changed for Morris Knolls there after the third quarter. Gordon out and number 28 in. Mike Marston with it now. Marston takes a hit by number 35 right at the midfield line. 7:05 to go. The Golden Eagles trying to protect the 2-goal lead. Connor Clifford with the steal. Clifford racing up the right side. Clifford will get number 3 all over him. Knocks it out of his cross. 3 takes it away for Morris Knolls. And he slips on the turf. Is loose. The shoe comes off. His white cleat on his right foot slipped off, and he's going to leave the game to reattach it. 6:30 to go, fourth quarter. Pope John down by 2. Here's Marston with it. Marston taking his time, waiting for Pope John to set up the offense. Going back to receive instructions from head coach Mike McGovern. Now to pass over to Wyatt. Evan Wyatt with it. Wyatt breaks to the left. Pass to number 29, Aiden DiLivo. Goes back towards the midfield stripe, and it's saved by Wyatt before it crosses over. The defenders have to stay on the other side of the line, obviously. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Morris Knolls who's closest. So 5:40 to go, and the Golden Eagles will start out with it. 5-3, Morris Knolls leads. 5.5 to go in the fourth. Number 26 racing to the middle of the field and takes the pass from 16. Bounces out of his cross. He picks it back up. 26 up the middle to the left. Looking to take the shot. And it goes over the crossbar. I think Formisano got a piece of it as it tipped over the crossbar and goes out of bounds. Morris Knolls is closest. So a nice shot by Morris Knolls there, but Formisano getting a piece of it to knock it over the crossbar. Now, number 18. Breaks to the left. He's got Wyatt on him. 18 now to the center. Looking for a lane. Pass goes behind the goal to number 32. 32 breaking in on the right. Fires wide right. Out of bounds. Morris Knolls is closest. Clock down to 4:28 remaining and counting in the fourth quarter. Number 18 bringing it in. Pass to 25 for the Golden Eagles. Johnny Pippa on him with the long pole. trying to knock it loose. 25 with the shot. Oh, blocked by Jacob Post. Bounces all the way to midfield and to the sideline right in front of the Pope John bench. He goes out of bounds. And it's going to be Morris Knolls' possession. Well, no, it's actually Pope John. You go ahead and say Pope John possession. So here we go. Andrew Gallant takes a hit by number 26, goes out of bounds. Whistles on the play. And they're saying Pope John out of bounds with it. Morris Knolls' ball. So now the Golden Eagles start up with it. 21 past Vic Fiore. Fiore takes a swipe. Now another. And he takes a hit by Steve Leonard. Pass goes into the far corner for the Golden Eagles. Clock down to 3:11. Lions trail by 2. No scoring in this fourth quarter so far. Here's 29, the pass down low, and it bounces out of the cross. Stolen away by Pope John. Here's Steve Leonard with it. Leonard takes a hit by a couple of more players. We have a timeout on the field. Pope John wants to talk things over, and we will take time along with them. 2:53 to go, fourth quarter. Morris Knolls leads Pope John 5-3. We'll be back right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey, and what has been an all-day rainstorm here in northern New Jersey, and it has turned really cold as well. The wind has stopped; it's died down, but it is definitely more March weather than May. So, Mike Formasano here, calling today's action as the Pope John Lions JV squad trail the Morris Knolls Golden Eagles 5-3 in the home finale for Pope John varsity and JV. The varsity team won 9-3 earlier today. Finished out the home schedule perfect, 7-0 in the Waterman division to win the division outright over Scotch Plains Fanwood, and a 16-1 overall record with one more game to go at Westfield Saturday morning at 11 a.m. That game we will not have on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. My apologies. We have girls lacrosse on Thursday and then softball on Saturday, as softball has senior night. So we wanted to make sure we got out for that, as it was delayed because of the 101 Sussex final, because of all the rain in the New Jersey area the past few weeks. So we made a commitment to try and get to as many senior nights as possible. The boys lacrosse we only got on tape, but we did get it. Thanks to Kara Pillick for taping that, as that was during the 101 Sussex tournament before the game. Well, state tournaments coming up. We're going to try and get to as many of those as possible. 2:19 to go. The shot comes in from Gallant. He scores. Andrew Gallant with the hat trick. His third of the game. And now with 2:10 and counting, Pope John has cut the Morris Knolls lead to 5-4. So Pope John with new life now. And this is a huge face-off. If Marston could win it, Pope John can control possession for the final 2 minutes, try and get the tying goal. If not, then they're going to have to find a way to knock it loose from Morris Knolls. Minute 45 and counting. This clock doesn't stop during JV games, obviously. So Marston against number 18 for Morris Knolls. Big face-off. Clock down to minute 30. Ball's on the turf. Marston trying to scoop it up. It's loose still. And it goes over to Morris Knolls. Now the ball's loose, coming towards the net. Amir Young, and it's brushed aside. Formasano with the save as he kicks out the left leg to block that from going in. Nice save by Formasano. And so Pope John will take over. Jacob Post with the pass to Evan White. Bounces out of its cross, and it goes over to Morris Knolls. Now the Golden Knights with it. They're racing in, trying to get a shot on goal. The ball's loose on the turf. John trying to scoop it up. 50 seconds to go. A travel. It's against Morris Knolls, so Pope John will take over possession. One last chance for the Lions here with 42 seconds to go. Waiting for the whistle. Here it is. This literally is going to be the last chance for Pope John. Here's Evan Wyatt with 30 seconds. Over to Perella. Back to Wyatt. Wyatt. The pass over to Fiore. Fires. Saved by the netminder, number 28, Morris Knolls. Now to pass out to number 18 with 18 seconds to go. He's racing up the field to 25. The shot wide left goes out of bounds. Who's closest? I think it's going to be Morris Knolls. 7 seconds to go and counting, so this may have been the last chance. Yeah, Morris Knolls with it. The pass over to 25. He'll just launch it toward the sideline, and that is it. A big save by number 28 with just 15 seconds to go preserves the win for the Morris Knolls Golden Eagles as they defeat the Pope John Lions. Final score, Morris Knolls 5, Pope John 4. Well, a spirited effort down the stretch there, and Andrew Gallant with a hat trick, Justin Perella with a goal. Gallant's third goal got Pope John right close with Morris Knolls 5-4 with just 2 minutes to go, but Pope John running out of time and Morris Knolls hanging on for the victory. So that ends the home season for the Pope John JV squad. They'll have one more game on the road at Westfield on Saturday after the varsity contest. Tomorrow, please join us on the channel, 5 p.m., the Pope John girls lacrosse team with their home finale against Immaculata, 5 p.m. I don't know if it's going to be varsity and JV. If it is, we'll cover both, but I know the varsity team's scheduled for 5 p.m. Friday, nothing on the channel. Saturday, 11 a.m., we will have Pope John softball. The softball team, the newly crowned Hunter Warren Sussex champions, against Immaculata at 11 a.m. It's also senior night as they will honor the 3 seniors on the team, Remy Joustra, Amber Little, and Grace Bobby. And then Tuesday, it'll either be girls lacrosse against Passaic Tech, I think, or Passaic Valley, or the state tournament will start up for softball. But I think it's very possible that the softball team will get a bye. And then Wednesday starts all the other first rounds for boys and girls lacrosse and baseball. We'll give you those schedules as we find out the brackets. For everyone here at Pope John High School, this is Mike Formasano saying thank you very much for joining us in the middle of this rainstorm here in northern New Jersey. Morris Knolls Golden Eagles defeat the Pope John Lions in JV 5-4, with Pope John winning in varsity 9-3 and winning the Waterman division. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow for Pope John Lions girls lacrosse right here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Have a good night. What's going on?
800 seats.
Hey, you did well. You did well.